I'm gonna talk tonight about transforming your business in 2022 and how I took my Young Living business from passion to an actual business. So I'm gonna take you through this journey. You're gonna see in the next slide a little bit about my husband is next to me. So here he is, because he's like, oh my God, you're gonna speak in English. I'm gonna be listening because I'm gonna understand. So this is Steven for all of you. He's dressed as a Viking because the Vikings are playing in like 10 minutes. So all right. So what you're seeing on the screen is, of course, when we became Young Living members, February 2011, and all of our journey through deciding to do the business in September 2012, and how we hit ranks along all this time until we made it to Royal Crown Diamond in July of 2020. You're gonna see 2 red points in there. Keep those in mind, the dates, because I'm gonna talk about this later on in this conversation that we're gonna have. So, and something that people don't know, and Amanda kind of touched on it, I did not enroll in Young Living. It was my husband that enrolled in Young Living. He was making Brenda a favor because she needed to enroll one person to make, to earn a trip to Ireland. So my husband said, yes, sign me in. And long story short, I was the one who started building our business, and Steven joined me in March of 2017. So keep those numbers in mind. It's not really very important. I just want you to know that it doesn't matter how long it takes you. It's just a matter of not quitting. So, I'm not one of those Royal Crown Diamonds who made it in 3-4 years. I'm one of those who took, it took me 7 years. If somebody asked me today again, if I will repeat my journey again, even if it takes me 7 years, I will say yes with no doubt. So, it's not important how fast you get. It's important not to quit and to stay. So this is what the business looked like for us. But what I want to talk to you about tonight is, besides of these dates, is what my first steps were, number one, and then the 3 stages of our business. So the first steps that I took when I decided to do this as a business, you have number 1 in there. We made a decision. And when I say we made a decision, it was a serious decision that we actually wanted to do this as a business, even though we didn't know much about the product. I didn't understand the comp plan. I was not an expert. I'm not an expert, not even now. And but we knew in our heart that we wanted to do this. So we made a serious decision back in September of 2012, a year and a half after using the product, maybe. And because obviously we saw differences in our health, in our family, and the few people that I have in socially kind of like share with Young Living. So we made a decision. For me, that was step number 1 that made a real big difference between, before making a decision and after making a decision. Second point that is very important and is key is having a purpose. We all know, everybody talks about your why you want to do this, why you want to start your business with Young Living. And I'm just opening the chat to be at the same time kind of reading you. So having clear what's your purpose is going to help you to get up every day and get to work and keep working. So your purpose, and this is something that I learned like not long ago, your purpose has to be something that actually moves you into tears. And this is why I want to do this. And your purpose can change. My purpose back in 2012 is very different from what I'm doing this now. So don't worry about having the perfect purpose. It's going to be perfect for you at this moment. So that's key number 2. Number 3 is the commitment. And so as all you know, Brenda is my upline. And I remember telling her, Brenda, I want to do this as a business. And she's like, okay, are you serious? And I said, yes, I'm serious. I said, okay, all I need is your commitment. And I will never forget these 2. And I want you, these conversations that happened maybe 10 years ago, but are still in my head and are so important. And this is what she told me. Lula, I guarantee you that if you work 4 years, this business in a serious committed way, I guarantee you a good income. She never said how much. She never said the rank. She just said, you're going to have a better life than you have right now. And in my head, it was like the rat was, the wheels was turning. I was like, I went to school for my bachelor degree 4 years. I went 2.5 years for my master's degree. And then I went another 2 years for another master's degree. And I worked 14 years in the college as a professor. And this Brenda, who I'm just meeting, is telling me that if I work this seriously and committed 4 years, I'm going to have a good income. I will be very stupid if I say no. So I said, okay, I'm committed. Probably didn't know what I was committed to. And second part of this conversation was the next one. This is what having or treating these as a serious business looks like at the beginning. That means 6 to 10 hours a week working in your Young Living business. And I was like, I think I can do that. So I took a decision. I wrote down my why, and I knew I was committed to building and to grow my business. Step number 4, because obviously before putting everything into action, Brenda asked me, Lula, I want you to write a business plan. And once you're done, you're going to call me and we're going to get together and we're going to talk about it. So, Google knows everything. Google business plan format. I found one very, very simple and I fill it in, my vision, my mission, my objectives, my goals, my strategies, and my house and everything. And it was a 3-page thing. I still have it like a souvenir. So it was a 3 pages. I called her and I said, I got my business plan. Let's discuss it. And then we put it, and this is the last part, I put all in my business plan into action, because everything that you did before or that I did before, my decision, defining my purpose, being committed, writing a business plan is nothing if I don't take action into what I really want to do. So those for me were my first 5 key elements when I decided to start this as a business. But then let's continue. This was my first stage in my business. I told you I was going to take you through a journey, and my journey is divided into 3 stages. The first one is passion. And passion took me from being a distributor to being a gold member. What you see here is a woman that was passionate about the lifestyle, passionate about the oils, passionate about helping people and changing their lives, and who probably didn't understand much about the business, who probably didn't have any experience in network marketing or multi-level companies or however you want to call it. But passion took me from being a member to being a gold. And that happened in 2 years since I made the decision until I hit gold. And people, I see people coming to Young Living and with that desire to build, that they think that they need to know everything. When I know all of the oils, then I'm going to start my business. When I understand the whole compensation plan, then I'm going to start my business. When I can, do Facebook Lives like an expert, then I'm going to start my business. And seriously, you don't need that. All you need at the beginning is passion, a desire to start and help people and taking this message to the world, and then work. That's all you need. So my first stage in my business was passion, 100%. But when it's only passion, eventually, at least for me, I'm talking about my experience, I hit the wall. And then comes the second stage in my business. The second stage in my business has to do with the mindset. So we hit platinum in March of 2015. We hit diamond the first time in March of 2017. But in those 2 years, a lot of things happened in my business, a lot of things happened in me personally. And I found myself with a mindset of a person who didn't believe in herself, who thought that I was not a good leader, who thought that I was tiny, small compared to the other ones, um, who was telling herself stories, and who needed a change. So for 2 years, it took me a while to realize that I needed to change here, my head, my brain, my thoughts. And for 2 years, I devoted myself on this learning process, not about Young Living, not about the product, but about myself, getting to know me, who I am, what am I capable of, and to value myself as the person that I am. And so for me, it might be that you see just these little, slide here, but the meaning behind the slide, oh my gosh, it can change your life and it can change your business. I usually tell my leaders and my business people, and I tell you, okay, I'm gonna ask a question. If you have ever felt stuck or frustrated in your business, put me a one in the chat. Put me a one. If you never have feeling stuck, put me a two, and let's see. Okay, let's see. There's a one. There's a lot of ones, right? Oh, nice to see you here, Heike, Trisha, Lisa. Oh, I see names that I recognize. Good. All right. So a lot of us have hit that, where we feel like, okay, everything that I do, I work too much, I do the activities, I do the IPAs, but I feel stuck. I feel like I'm not growing. And this is something that I tell my leaders, and I'm going to tell you today. When you feel stuck in your business, you need to grow as a person in order to grow your business. So when I finally realized that, and Steven, my husband, has to do a lot of with the change in my mindset. He came into the business in 2017, joined me, and seriously, it was a challenge for me because I was doing this for 5 years by myself, and then my husband comes along and tells me what to do and how to do it, and I was like, hey, wait a minute, I know how to do it. You don't know. You have no idea. But he was the one who came into the business with that analytical side and with a different perspective. And I remember this hard conversation that we had, and he said to me, Lula, if you really, what do you want? And I said, oh, I want to get to the top. I want to be a Royal Crown Diamond eventually sometime. Like, if you really want to do that, if you really want to requalify as a diamond, because we hit diamond once in 2017, and then we went back to platinum for 2 years. And in that period of time, Stephen came into my life and said, into the business, and said, Lula, we can be platinums forever. That's fine. We have a good income. What we're making is good enough. But what do you want? Do you want to be a diamond again? Oh, yes, I do. Do you want to be a crown diamond? Oh, yes, I do. Do you want to be a royal crown diamond? Oh, yes, I do. So if all of that is what you want, we need to change the way we're doing things. And we need to change our mindset. And it was our mindset, mine and his. So mindset, it plays a big role in our business. And all I want to tell you here, there's something that I seriously like a lot is, if you want new results, put in your head a new mindset. We keep doing the same things, expecting different results. I'm sorry, we need to do different things to have new results and different results. So there's 3 key mindsets that I actually kind of work through them. One of them is abundance mindset. I mean, I deserve better. I deserve abundance in every aspect. It's just not about the money. It's about health. It's about love. It's about relationships. Obviously, it's about an abundant business. We also need a positive mindset. And my team is a positive team. No matter what happens in Young Living is not perfect. We are not perfect either. Our teams are not perfect. But as long as I have a positive mindset, just remember that the leader is an example, and the leader also installs a culture within the team. So do you want a positive team? You have to be positive. You want a team with abundance mindset? You have to have that abundance mindset too. And oops, sorry, that's not grow, it's grow mindset, the last one here. A grow mindset. You know, we're gonna grow together. We're gonna take these oils and all of these products to every corner in the world. So we have to have those mindsets in order to to change and in order to have different results. So first stage in my business was passion, totally passion. Second stage was mindset, what I needed to change here, my thoughts, in order to have different results. Some of you probably know because Brenda in our team introduced us to Gary Cox, and I love, and I always remember his acronym TEAR: thoughts, emotions, actions, and results. So when you have positive thoughts, you're going to have positive emotions. We're going to cause a positive action, which is going to cause a positive result. And the same happens when you have negative thoughts. A negative thought is going to cause to have a negative emotion, and then that causes a negative action. And of course, that's going to cause a negative result. So mindset plays a vital role in our business, in our life, in as a whole. There comes my third stage in my business. And this is probably the stage that cost me the most, probably more than mindset. And here it is: network marketing. When I realized that, we all know that Young Living is a network marketing company. We all know that. But when I realized that I am a network marketer, when I realized that it's not enough having the passion and it's not enough having the mindset, that I also need to learn and to understand the industry of network marketing, that's when I requalify as a diamond 2 years after, and then qualify for Crown Diamond and Royal Crown Diamond. So I don't know if any of you are like me, like at the beginning, when oh, Young Living is a network marketing company, you're like, oh no, why? I mean, we love the products. Why does it need to be a network marketing company or a multi-level company? We're kind of like, that's something that I don't like. That's something that I don't want to tell the world. I want to tell the world about the oils, but I don't want to tell the world about the industry that we're part of. So when I finally accepted that, okay, I love Young Living, and in order to grow my business, I also need to love the industry and to understand the industry. That's when I kind of like changed the whole way I was doing my business. And I understood, okay, what am I lacking? Where do I need to put my focus? Where do I need to, what do I need to learn in order to grow my business? Because I know passion helps, I know the mindset helps, but I need something extra. And in that something extra comes what network marketing is. And tonight, I'm going to take a little bit more of time on this because this is what really has helped me and our team to go beyond and to grow. Okay, so I need to put my glasses on because otherwise I cannot read you. All right, so embracing network marketing. Here we go. So network marketing, guys, it's a real industry, and this is just information and statistics. I'm not gonna go through it. You can take a picture, or it's just for you to realize like, hey, this is an industry, it's legal, and it exists. So global sales in 2020, $192 billion, 76 billions paid in commission to all those people in this industry that, make a commission. There's 117 billions of distributors in the world. 74% are women, 26% are men, and the wellness companies are number one in this industry. Young Living is a wellness company. So we are part of the top, the number one companies in this industry. So it is real. It's not something that is illegal. And it's something that we actually should be proud of. And I always wonder, why did Gary thought about Young Living being a multi-level company or network marketing company? it's so easy to know. Obviously, besides of the savings in everything else that we know companies in the traditional world go through, but word of mouth advertising, relationships, trust. I mean, people come to me or come to you for oils because they trust you. You're not gonna suggest something that you haven't used and that you don't, and that it doesn't work. So the industry is totally legal. Okay. Let me continue. Okay. So why network marketing? And I love all of these little squares. You learn what you earn. I told you at the beginning, I was not an expert. I didn't know much about oils. All I knew was my stories, my testimonials, and I will share that with people. You know, those people that couldn't poop, come to me. That's how I started. And that's all I was teaching about my experience. But in the process, I was learning. So you can learn while you are making some money. Number two, gives you life for options. Like Steven, my husband, didn't have to sell his insurance agency, but it was an option. This industry gave him the option to like, hey, I can probably sell this business. I don't enjoy it anymore. And I can join you and do this together. And it's a lot more fun. And, and we spend a lot of time, quality time together, and we dream together, we design our life. So it gives you life options. Number three, we all start in the same field. Like nobody has any privileges here. I start from zero every month. You start from zero every month. I was you sometime in my life, that person that just enrolled, that was trying to figure out how to do this and was trying to learn about why the oils work and how to share with people. We are all in the same field. It improves your income. There's no doubt about that. And I don't know any other job that can duplicate or triplicate or more your income in a year. It makes you a better person. At least that's what I see. I see my team members, the people that I know in Young Living and also in another companies in network marketing, that they are a better person. It allows us to add value to people around us. That's probably one of the things that I enjoy the most, having the opportunity to add value to the people that are around me. You make for life's relationships. I seriously don't know what I will do without my Young Living business. I see my members more than I see my mom and dad. I mean, my mom and dad are in Mexico and I'm in the United States. A lot of people that are in my life because of Young Living. A lot of people in your life, they have come to you because of Young Living. So it's friendship, it's relationships. And for me, Young Living, my team, and all of you, even if you're not part of my team, you are my family. We are all in the same boat. We all want to help Young Living to accomplish their vision. We all want to bring oils to every home. We all want to help people, educate them, and help them find wellness. And we create relationships for life. We have amazing experiences. How many of you have been to a silver retreat, to a farm? The industry allows us to have those experiences. And then at the end, it allows us to be part of a great community. We are part of Young Living. We are part of this big, beautiful family. I don't know where you can have all of this. So that's some of the reasons for me why network marketing is obviously an option. So let's understand a little bit what we do. What we do in network marketing is, number one, we sell products or services. In our case, we sell products through word of mouth advertising. Yes, we tell people about our experience, our testimonials, and we just tell them, oh my gosh, this just happened to me. And you're just like telling the world. Number two, you recruit people to do the same. What is the same? Word of mouth advertise. Again, go share your testimony, go share your experience. Number three, we duplicate the process. And number four, we improve the productivity of our team through leadership. You see here a red dot line, and I'm going to explain why. If you are just word of mouth advertising and just recruiting people or bringing people or selling kits or selling product, but you are not duplicating and you are not developing leadership, you're going to have an income that is a linear income. If you want to have a residual income, then you need to duplicate the processes and you need to develop leadership. So either if you are just in a step number 1 or 2, we'll need to aim to be in a step number 3 where we're duplicating. And number 4, of course, we are developing leaders. We cannot do everything alone. We need the help of our team members. We need the help of our business builders. So this is actually what we do. And I'm going to tell you a story. A few years back, I was like many of you probably, kind of like afraid of like, okay, when people ask me, what do I do? What am I going to answer? And I used to travel a lot to Mexico. So I go on a lot of planes. And, you know, when you have your neighbor and they ask you, hey, what did you do? And I'm like, oh, what am I going to say? And I actually wrote it down and I had like a speech that I practiced. And this was me before. So Lula, what did you do? Oh, this is what I do. I educate people on a better lifestyle through the most natural products. That's what I used to say. But at the end, even though I'm educating people, what I'm doing is selling. And sometimes we're so afraid that people will label us as, oh, she's selling oils, or, oh, he's selling, you know, a business opportunity or whatever. But when I understood that actually that's what I do, if I don't sell, my business doesn't grow. I can educate tons, but if nobody is buying from me, and if I'm not selling and bringing new people to my team, I'm not going to grow. So when people ask me today, hey, Lula, what do you do? This is what I do. I'm a network marketer with Young Living, and I sell the most pure products in the planet. That's what I do. In my job comes the education. I educate people to learn how to use the product and et cetera, et cetera. But at the end of the day, we all sell products. And we have to admit and accept that, yes, we sell. And we should be proud of that because you know what? We have the best product out there that can change lives, that can transform the lives of people. So why are we so afraid of selling? I sell. Yes, I sell the most wonderful products in the world that can change your life and the life of those with you, with the ones you share. So this is what we do. So don't get stuck in number 1 and 2. You have to jump and duplicate processes and develop leaders, right? So, okay, I'm looking at the clock, so I don't want to have you here for a long time. All right, I made that decision. Once I understood network marketing, I made the decision of what? To be a professional. Like when I was offered the job back in the day to be, you know, working at the university, and I was going to be a teacher, a professor, I was going to be a professional teacher. I was not going to be the average teacher who comes and teaches to the group of students. I wanted to be professional. I wanted to be the best. So when we're here and we're building a business, Lula made the decision that I want to be a professional. If I'm going to sell this product, I want to be an expert selling my product, not knowing everything about the product, but selling the product. So I made the decision to be a professional. Okay. I made the decision to learn the skills that I needed to be that professional. And the skills, if you have read the book Go Pro, you know which ones are those, but knowing the skills, developing the skills, help us build confidence, help us to take action, and also help us to better results. So what are those skills that we need to learn? You probably all know them, so I'm not going to go into it. So we need to prospect. We need to invite people either to look at the product or look at the business opportunity. We need to present. We need to follow up. We need to close so that we can actually have new members or clients. We need to onboard them. Okay, what do I do with one person that say yes? How do I start them? And number 7, we need to learn the skill to promote events. So for me, those were the skills that I needed to work on in order to be that professional that I wanted to be. I'm not an expert in the 7. I will say I'm pretty good at prospecting, inviting, and presenting. I'm not very good at following up. I need to like better that skill still. I think I'm better at closing than I was before. Onboarding members, we've been working a lot in the team to work on this. Okay, what do I need to do to start a new person the right way? And then promoting events, I will say it right here out loud. I suck at it. I'm not good at promoting events. I'm a very good advertiser. I publish events, but I don't promote events the right way. So, you don't need to tell me right now, but, put a, like, if I tell you from 1 to 10, how are you at prospecting? How are you at inviting and presenting and following up? So, evaluate yourself and, okay, what do I need to focus on? What do I need to improve myself? Lula knows that it needs to improve number 4 and number 7. So what do you need to improve in order to be a better professional, a better seller of oils and bringing new people into your team? Okay, so those are the skills that are required to be a professional. Okay, key number 2, once I learned about network marketing and understood, I need coaching. I need people that help me. And believe me, a lot of them are my coaches and they don't know. Because I read books, I listen to audiobooks, I watch videos. So it's not like I'm gonna like go and hire the best mentors out there, coaches, but I do learn from them. So, Eddie Worre is my mentor. John Maxwell is my mentor. They don't know. Gary Cox is my mentor, and Brandon Bouchard is my mentor. So you need to look for people who can help you to work through your network marketing skills and who can help you working with your mindset. So coaching is key, and just pick and choose who resonates with you and what do you need. When people ask me, Lula, why did you go and now I coach with Eric Worre. Why did you do that? Because that's what I needed. That's the weakness that I found in myself. But each of you is different. Each of you can pick what do you need? Do I need to work on mindset? Do I need to work on leadership? Do I need to work on teamwork? What do I need? So coaching is very important. And again, it's for free. It's out there. You just go and decide who do you want to coach with and who do you want to learn from. Okay, so this is what we should be doing every day, daily method of operation. We use the product every day. We share the product every day. We share the opportunity every day. We need to develop time for personal development, and we need to promote events. So if we master those 5 easy things to do, we can actually grow our team and we can actually grow ourselves as a person. Okay, so I'm looking at the clock. All right. Okay. Question that this is something that I learned like 3 years ago. And the first time that I listened to this, I was actually traumatized because I was already a diamond. And somebody said to me, or I learned from Eric, a leader in network marketing has these 5 characteristics. Number 1, they're independent. That means they don't need you. That doesn't mean that when you enroll them and they decided to do the business, you're going to let them go. Your job is to make them independent of you. Number 2, they're problem solver. Number 3, they're consistent. Number 4, they have a great vision and they share that vision with their team. And number 5, they create action, they create momentum, and they have results. And I'm going to tell you why I was traumatized when I heard this the first time. Eric said, can you make an inventory of your leaders and tell me how many of your leaders have these 5 characteristics? Not 2, not 3, but the 5 characteristics. And I was like, oh my goodness. I was like, out of all the leaders that I had, maybe I have 3 or 5 people that are actually independent, problem solver, and consistent, and have a vision and create momentum. So what's our job? Our job on the business side is to create leaders that are independent, that are problem solvers, that are consistent, that have a great vision and share that with their team, and that create action, momentum, and have results. Back then, 2018, I probably had 3 or 5. If you ask me right now, I probably have double, 10, but I should have more. So this is something that we need to do. This is something that our teams need to develop leaders, okay? I love this. I wish I had more time, but okay. So one thing that people ask me is say, okay, Lula, we need leaders. So how to know who to work with, how to identify people to work with. And I also learned this from Eric. There's 3 things that you can look at in order to identify people. Number 1, people that are hungry, that are coachable, and that are willing. Hungry for success, hungry for a better life, hungry to change something. I don't know, everybody, can be hungry for different things. Number 2, they're coachable. We don't want those people that know it all. We want people that are willing to okay, I'm coachable, I'm here to learn. And number 3, they're willing to do the work, willing to sacrifice, willing to, no matter what, I'm going to show up, I'm going to be present. So this is number 1 thing that you can focus on. You need people that are hungry, coachable, and willing. Not 2, the 3. You don't need someone that is willing and hungry, but it's not coachable. I don't work with that one. I want to work with people that have those 3 things. Number 2, how to identify people to work with. And this is something that is in network marketing and a statistic, but you see the arrows in here. So in network marketing, out of 100 people that come to your team, 70 never enroll anybody. They're just clients and we love them and we need them. 20 of them are going to be social enrollers, those who enroll the sister and the best friend. And then 5 of them are retail enrollers, enroll 3 to 5 people in their life, in their business. This is in their life. Okay, 3 will enroll 6 to 9, and 2 people out of 100 will enroll 10 or more. And that's where you need to focus on. So your homework is to go look into your organization, try to identify who in your team has enrolled 10 or more people in their lifetime in Young Living. So that's your homework, because they can be potential business builders. It doesn't mean that they are builders, potential business builders. So that's number 2. And number 3, how to identify people to work with is people that have made it to senior star, or what Eric calls core rank. Core rank, which for us in Young Living, we think is senior star, is an easy rank to achieve. It's a rank that you work for. I mean, star, you can get there very easily. But senior star, you need to put the work. So identify those who have reached senior star before. And this rank, and that's why Eric calls it the core rank, is because it can be achieved in 30 to 60 days. So seriously, if somebody is very decided and puts the work, they can do senior star, make it to that rank in 60 days, easily. So those are the 3 ways that you can identify people to work with. At least that's what I have learned. That's what we try to do in our team. Those who hit senior star 8, let's have a conversation. Let's find out if they're willing, hungry, and coachable. Let's find out if they want to do the business. If they don't want to, that's fine. But you need to have a conversation. I think one of the mistakes that I did at the beginning, it was assuming everything. Oh, those who enroll people, they want to do the business. I don't ask, but because I see, they want to do it. Or assuming the contrary, because they have never enrolled anybody, I'm thinking that they don't want to do the business. But I didn't have a conversation and I didn't ask questions, and maybe they just don't know how to start. So at the end of the day, we need to have conversations and we need to ask questions. So I put this because my husband, who's here again, he pulled my ears when he came into the business and say, hey, Lula, this is not a social club. This is not a social club where women get together and share about, testimonials and wellness and oils. This is a business. So in our business, we need to develop leaders. We need consistency and discipline. We need clear goals, and we need commitment. And if we have those four things, like Brenda said to me 10 years ago, I guarantee you that you can have a great income in 4 years, but you need to have clear what you need in order to get there. Okay. So that's something that, believe me, also traumatized me, because I am very aware that in order for people to duplicate, we need systems. So a system is something that everybody knows, everybody uses it, and it works. So there's different systems that we can have in this kind of business. For example, we can have an onboarding new clients. What do you do with a new client, a new user of the product? And onboarding for new brand partners. What do you do with a brand partner when it comes into you and say, hey, I'm a brand partner, I want to build a core rank, how to get people to senior star, a system to develop leaders, a system of communication, and there's many more. But for me, if you ask me, for me, those five will be the most important. So systems is something that we need to work in Young Living and in our teams to have something that is very easy. And when we say systems, it's like a 1, 2, 3, something that I will never forget. I was with Eric 2 years ago, and somebody came like, hey, this is our system, and gave, like, this is a notebook, but gave Eric a little book, and he's like, this is your system, like 50 pages. Do you know who's gonna go through that system? Nobody. But if you give a person a page and say, this is the system, number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, maybe 10, and that's it. That's how you start a new client. That's how you start a new brand partner. It's easy. It's easy, and it's, that word is hard for me. Duplicable, I think is the right way to say it. So we need systems eventually in order to make life easier for our members in our teams. Okay. And I always like to make that question when I'm teaching about business. And I actually want you to go in the chat and write down, and please put it down. I will be more successful in my business if, and fill in there, continue and just put if I, whatever. I have a list of like a page when I did this exercise first, but just think about it, and whatever comes to your mind, put it in the chat. I will be more successful in my business if I can handle rejection better. Thank you, Connie. I knew more people. Thank you, Parik. Okay. Who else? Who else has something more? I will be more successful if I believe in myself and feel worthy, more consistency, more consistent, better mindset, more consistent, be consistent. I had a strong onboarding systems, consistent, more confidence, wouldn't be afraid, had more time, more consistency, okay? Consistent, organized. All right. Thank you all for putting in there. If I could pass my fears of failure, consistent with follow-up, at the end, what will help you to be more successful. And it's something that you can control. If you need to be more organized, get more organized. If you need to believe more in yourself, who else is going to believe in yourself but you? You need to work on that.
Can I remind you of something that Eric says?
Yeah, go ahead. Come here.
One of the things that Eric says, which is so true, is that failure is a part of success. So the thing is that failure is how we learn. And so the thing is that if don't look at yourself as failure as being a bad thing, because that's how we learn. So the thing is that, so failure is always going to be part of success. We all have failed at one point in time, and the other thing about being more, confident, always remember that in most cases, more than the people that you're talking to, so that they won't even know if you don't know. They won't even know if you make a mistake, because in most cases, you know more than they do. So don't worry about that. We spend too much time, worrying about what other people think and just doing it, just taking action and doing it. Because even if you do something wrong, it's going to create something positive.
Exactly. Thank you, honey. So, but thank you everybody for putting it out there, what what actually you know that you need to do. So make these questions to yourself, make these questions to your leaders, you know, because you're gonna discover very interesting things. Like seriously, I have discovered so many interesting things when I put that question out there. And it's very easy to change. It's just like, oh, you know, I need to stop playing the mini oil somebody put in here and actually treat it as a successful business. Well, guess what? Just do that. You know, it's just like realizing and accepting, okay, what am I not doing? At the end of the day, I can change that. So put that question and work with that with your leaders. I think it's going to help you a lot to get to know them and to see where they're lacking or where they need to work. Okay, so in order to almost finish, I just want to tell you, okay, we are passionate. Yes, we need passion. We are Oilers. Definitely we are. We love our product. We are professionals. At least strive to be a professional. And we are network marketers. You know, we need to accept the fact that we are in this industry and that's what we are. So remember that always. And this is what I talk about today, just to recap. You know, you need passion, you need to work on the mindset, and you need to understand and work on the network marketing industry and understand that in order to, you know, for your business to grow. I don't know in which stage you are. Passion, number one, mindset, working on that, number two, or three, working in the network marketing. Put it in the chat, 1, 2, 3, whatever you feel you're at. If you're in the passionate state, congratulations, you need that. You need it. You cannot go somewhere else if you don't have passion. So number two, number three, oh, that's cool. Okay, okay, keep the number coming. Number 1, 2, or 3. Where are you at in your business right now? And while you are writing, I'm gonna have you take a picture of this. I actually looked into the 10 commandments of network marketing. And you can take a picture of these. I don't know to go, I don't need to go through them, but I found them and I think they're very cool. Okay, never run out of people to talk to. Be a man or a woman of your word. When you recruit someone, teach them the skills they need to win. Do daily personal development. Focus on the key drivers in your business, which are the income producing activities. Hustle and encourage your team to do the same. Master the skills of inviting and asking people to take a look. Structure your business to create a maximum payout. Work with those who deserve it instead of those who need it. And never forget the reason that you started. So I'm about to say goodbye to you, but I always like to finish my presentations with phrase. For things to change, you have to change. For things to get better, you have to get better. So it's not out there, it's in you. So thank you very much for having me today. This is my social media. You can find me there. If you need anything, reach out and I'm always very happy to help you.